I'm usually the kind of person that if I don't get like a solid 8 hours of sleep, I'm a nightmare the next day. So I'm filming this while I still have the energy to, but in case you missed it, April 25th was the Dewey's 24-hour readathon, and if you were on social media at all yesterday, your feeds were being blown up. But it was really great, and I am here with my wrap-up. I slept for about 4 hours in total in the last 24 hours. So, this is happening. Also, it's not dark here, it's just raining for like the 12th day in a row, so sorry that the lighting's all screwy. What you gonna do? So let's talk about my readathon. I finished 6 books. I read for over 14 hours, and I read about 1,300 pages, which is insane. I don't even know who I am. Who am I? I don't know. But let me tell you how it went. So I meant to get up early yesterday because the readathon started at 8 a.m. in my time zone, and I meant to get up early and like eat breakfast and go for a run and get ready for the day and like bathe. And then I slept through my alarm and woke up 4 minutes before the readathon kicked off. So scratch all that, and to wake up my sleepy brain, started off immediately by starting and finishing the second volume of Sex Criminals by Matt Fraction and Chip Zdarsky. This was hilarious. It was definitely a great way to wake me up and get me going, so I really enjoyed this. I gave it 3 stars, and that was great. Then came Mayhem. I do this thing during readathons where I'm like, okay, I have like 5 books. I'm just going to switch back and forth between them so I don't get bored. But then I realized halfway through, I'm like, holy shit, I'm reading 6 books at the same time. This is terrible. I'm so stressed out. So what I did is for about 3 hours, I was switching back and forth between 4 books. I was reading the short stories in Self-Help by Lori Moore, which I did end up finishing yesterday. I gave the collection 4 stars. It was pretty funny and witty and a little bit and like sharp and biting, but it was also very touching and real, and I'll talk about all these books more in my April wrap-up because I'm not making sense right now. I was also reading All About Love. These are essays by Bell Hooks, and I did not finish this. Towards the middle of the readathon, it got to be a little bit dense, and I realized that I wasn't really paying attention to anything that was going on. So I think I read like 4 essays. I got to page 68, which isn't bad, so I'm hoping to finish this before the end of the month at least. I was also dipping in and out of the selected poems of William Carlos Williams. I had only originally planned to read about half of this, but I ended up really liking it, and it was a really quick read, so I finished the whole collection, which is about 300 pages. Again, though, it's poems, so, the text doesn't take up the whole page, so that was really fun, and this was good for my brain. And then I was also listening to the New York trilogy by Paul Auster on audio and sort of reading it at the same time. I started this a few days ago, and I only had about 6 hours left to go in the audiobook as of the beginning of the readathon yesterday, and I ended up finishing this. This was totally weird. I don't have many thoughts yet because I don't know that I got it. But I ended up giving it 3 out of 5 stars for now, and I will think about it some more once I have slept. I also read the 3rd book in the Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy series by Douglas Adams, which is Life, the Universe, and Everything. I was originally just reading it out of this bind-up, and then it was getting to be like hour 16, and I couldn't stay awake. So I bought the audiobook version with one of my Audible credits, and I really liked it. So I kind of, again, switched back and forth between the audio and the physical copy, depending on how much my eyes hurt. I'm not the biggest Hitchhiker's Guide fan now that I've read the first 3 books. Like, I'm going to finish the series, but I'm not super impressed. I gave the 3rd book 3 stars. I liked it. It was fine. But it was nothing super exciting. It was a great read for a readathon, though, because it doesn't take too much focus, and it's pretty funny. And then at the very end of last night, as I was starting to maybe die a little bit, I'm not sure, I read the first volume of The Wicked and the Divine, which going into it, I had no idea what it was about, and it was amazing. So it's basically about these gods who come around every 90 years for 2 years to become like pop sensations and be adored by everyone, and I don't know. It was really great, and I'm really looking forward to more of this. I gave this 4 out of 5 stars. And then it was like 3:30 in the morning, and I was like, okay, I have to go to sleep. And I laid down, and I couldn't fall asleep. And so I read just 20 pages more of Americana by Chimamanda Ngozi Adichie. been reading this for a little while now. I have like 170 pages to go, so hopefully I'll be finishing this up in the next few days. So yes, those are all the glorious things I read. Again, sorry that I look and or sound like a crazy person. I don't mean to exaggerate how tired I am. I am super exhausted, but this event was so much fun. It's definitely the funnest book-related event I have ever participated in. Huge shout out to the organizers and the cheerleaders and just everyone who got involved on Twitter. I had a blast. I kind of wanted to wake up and do it again this morning until I realized that sleep is needed. So, I'll definitely be participating next time around, and I can't wait to see everyone drop up videos, and I think that's all. If you participated, let me know how you did. I'm super excited to hear about it, and I'm going back to bed now. Bye!